Yo, fam, what's up? Oh, let me.
We go live in 5, 4, 3, 2. Smash him up, crack that fool. Quarterback whack, yo, sack that fool. Hit him, 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 hit him. Smash him up, watch that move. Went too swift, can't catch these dudes. Hit him, 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 hit him. Listen, 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 hit him, listen. This Eagles talk, this talk Eagles. Philly bleed green is from your people. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's peep the squad. Big Pat Shell and Dante the Dark Child. Drop the stats on them, drop the facts on them. Spur King, baby, let's get it on.
Hey, fam, it's your man Dante the Dark Knight, and our Philadelphia Eagles take it on the chin today, going down to the New York Jets. What was it? 20-14? 20-14, man. It was the outcome that we were looking for. And finally, the bad play of the Eagles finally caught up to us. The Jets were very, they did what they needed to do. Their defense was played a hell of a game. That defense played a hell of a game, held us to 2 scores in the first half and no scores on the scoreboard in the second half. Kind of reminiscent of what they did to the Kansas City Chiefs, but the Kansas City Chiefs did muster up a field goal in the second half to win that game. But look, you can't, when you're not playing your best football, right? It's hard to win a game. And then on top of that, when you are turning the ball over, on top of not playing your best football, it's just a formula for a loss. You know what I'm saying? I mean, had we come out of that game, it would have been incredible with a win. Had we done that, it would have been incredible. But, you can't lose the turnover battle that bad and expect to win a football game. And we lost it really bad, really bad. I was surprised that we even had a chance to win that game at the end with how bad we played in the turnover race there. I mean, 3-0, and we were still up by 2 points. And that last one just killed us in the final minutes when Jalen Hurts. I don't know why he made that decision. That I just saw it from his angle, and even from his angle, it didn't look like a good decision. I don't know what he threw that ball for. I don't get it. What did you see, Pat?
I saw a lot of no heart SOBs out there, and I saw a lot of people going down because of that dumbass field. All right, we lost our right tackle because of that dumbass field. Josh Jobe, listen, as many times I've talking out for you, this time for you to go. It's time for you to be relegated to release to the practice squad, maybe. The play calling was terrible.
Yeah.
Why are we up? We're up. Why are we throwing the ball? Why are we putting ourselves in a situation where as though we're not running the clock out? Just run the clock out. Stop trying to play hero football. Run the clock out. Your defense is playing a tremendous game. Zach Wilson can't do nothing. Right? Listen, they was relegated to 4 field goals. 4 field goals. The best thing they could did is went for a 60-yard field goal if we ran that ball before Jalen threw his 3rd pick, right? Because the play calling is terrible. I'm gonna put it out there right now. Play calling is terrible. Driscoll is a terrible replacement. We need to find a better right tackle because the minute that he left, that's the minute that Jalen Hurts saw all the issues coming off that right side. If the offensive coordinator can't realize that, you know what, I need help on that side and I need to chip that right side, something's wrong with the offensive coordinator. You got to adjust your game plan. You got to say, you know what? I need my running back to come down and chip that defense in. I need a tight end on that side to chip that defense in, or just run the freaking ball at them. We deserve this loss. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. I told you in the pregame, this is the classic trap game. You go out there all high and mighty. We haven't lost to the Jets. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Okay. It's still a team that's in a corner. You on your high horse, you just got knocked the hell off your high horse.
Yeah. It had all the makings of a trap game. We saw it, and now in hindsight, we can say it was a trap game. But another thing is that finally, I mean, we found ways to win even when we weren't playing our best football. But this was a game that we weren't playing our best football, and hats off to the New York Jets because they made us not play our best football. That defense they did a good job out there. That defense was not anything to be sneezed at, and they did their job. They did their job on slowing down what we like to do, and that's a formidable front seven that they have over there, keeping our running game under check. I didn't think that was even possible until today, and seeing them keep our running game under check. And I agree with you. When Lane Johnson went out, Driscoll is not the answer. He was, I continuously saw the defensive end pushing him back into Jalen. He definitely needed help out there. That was a hindrance. That was something that we couldn't overcome. The play calling was suspect also, and that surprised me because early in the game I saw them do some things on the not necessarily in the red zone, but I saw them do some creative things when they got closer to the goal in the first half, and it seemed like those things ran out quickly. Like he only had about 3 imaginative plays or creative plays, and then that was it. We didn't see, we saw a lot of quarterback draws. I'm tired of seeing the quarterback draw too. Like that's so unimaginative. Like
it is.
Like what the hell is that? Like I saw that too many times today. If that's the most creative you can get, then we're in trouble. We're in trouble because I was tired of seeing that, and it wasn't that effective. You know what I'm saying? It was not that effective to see it as many times as we saw it. So hopefully this is the slap in the face that you need to get back on track, because we all admit that we were not playing our best football, right? But we were winning. So sometimes winning can mask your deficiencies, right? Give you a false sense of confidence when when you're still winning and you're not playing your best. So now that they see that when you don't play your best, it's not a guarantee that you're going to win. Mm-hmm. And you can lose to a team like the New York Jets, who I don't think are they're horrible. They're just a quarterback away. This was a good team. They had high aspirations going into this year until Aaron Rodgers went down. Their defense was always top notch, and we saw that today. So we've got to clean a lot of things up, and I hope this is the wake up call for them to go in and put in the work and realize that we cannot continue to operate like this. It's one thing. I felt good about winning some of those games and not playing our best, but now that you get a loss, it kind of makes you look at it a little differently. Like, yo, all right, that's not good enough. That is not good enough. We got to do better than that. We have got to do better than what we saw today.
Yeah, you can't. We play the Dolphins next, right?
Yep, Dolphins next week.
You can't put forth that offensive play and think you're going to do something against the Dolphins. You're going to come out there and find yourself getting embarrassed. I mean, the defense held its own against a trash quarterback. Of course, I gotta give him hats off to him. He still has some dumb coverages and situations where he should have been playing off. But from that point of view, offense got to pick it up. Offense got to pick it up. If I tell the offensive coordinator, the most points we're going to allow right now is 12 points, which is off of all field goals. I need you to put up at least 21 to our average 25 to 30. That's all I'm asking for you to do. You're not doing your job. You're not putting us in a best position. In that situation when we got the ball back and we're under 2 minutes, you just run the freaking football, regardless of what down the distance is. Run the clock down as much as possible. Put the defense back on the field and have them win the game. Didn't you do that before and with the freaking overtime? Well, trust in the defense this time. The O-line is not doing it today. They was having a rough time. Once Lane went down, that O-line was getting dogged. That O-line was I ain't gonna say that. That O-line was getting dogged like a Saturday night. Listen, I have words for other things, man. And Jake Elliott is normally Mr. Dependable. I can't really put anything on him, but he did miss that field goal. Right? You gotta be better in that. You gotta be better in making those points count. All right. Truthfully, out of all the situations, this team just makes you want to say, "What the F, man?" Literally,
we play like this next week. I agree with you, Sue.
How do you control the time of you basically you're doing everything that's necessary to win, but you're turning the ball over. You have 4 turnovers. I'm gonna say 2 legit interceptions. One interception was a Goddard. I don't know what the hell was going on with Goddard. Swift, you got that was just a hell of a play by Mosley right there to hit that ball out. That's a hell of a play. Anybody hit like that ball is coming out. So I can't put it on really Swift. But to Goddard, to Hurts, you gotta play smart football. You gotta be better than that. You can't throw the ball off your back foot and think something's gonna happen. If you run into your right, because you're always running to your damn right, stop trying to make a play for a receiver coming back to you. Throw the ball out of bounds. Let the fight never down.
and you know, not to mention you know, some mental mistakes. Devontae Smith wide open pass in the middle of the field. You got to catch that. Kenny Gainwell, the ball in your bread basket. You got to catch that. You know, Goddard, like you said, I don't know what he was doing, but you got to catch that. That ball that was an interception, you got to secure that pass. It's in your hands. So, you know, it's a lot of blame to go around. You know,
what the hell was
this is a good time for this to happen, right? To get to the wake up call. Because imagine like if we continue to win, that we to pull out a game like that today. You know, imagine the false confidence that you get from winning a game like today when you turn the ball over 3+ times and you still win. So, you know, sometimes, you need to take that sting so you can get your head straight and realize that, all right, we cannot win like this. We cannot continue to play or settle for mediocrity and think we're going to be rewarded for that. That we've been seeing mediocrity some of these weeks. I'm not going to say all of them, but some of these weeks we've been seeing mediocrity and we still been winning. Now, I'll take the W any day of the week, but I don't want that false confidence of thinking that we can settle for mediocrity. We can't do that. We can't do that. So this mediocrity today showed you that, when you play like that, a team like the Jets can come up and smack you. So if we don't get to work and get serious, by next week, we can go from a 5-game winning streak to a 2-game losing streak very, very easy. Very, very easily. We face the Miami Dolphins, who are not playing out here. They are not playing. And I agree with some of the people. I'm going to go to your comments right now. But that defense is solid. Our defense put up a hell of a fight, kept us in the game. A lot of the times, at times, I thought they saved us when the offense was horrific. The offense was horrific. The defense came and bailed us out sometimes. So the defense did come to play. I'm glad they came with their lunch pails and they came to work today. This was a defensive battle. You know what I mean? It was a defensive battle. The Jets defense came to play and our defense came to play. And I thought that it might be this way. I just thought that we had a better offense that could take advantage and eke out the win at the end. And that just wasn't the case today because our offense did not They didn't answer the call today. They did not answer the call. We got to do better. Whether it's play calling or whatever, they got to go back to the drawing board because this ain't working. This is not working. I know it's early in the season, and this is this guy's first time. I think this is his first time as a play caller in the NFL. I know he was a play caller in college, but it's his first time as a play caller in the NFL, and it's going to take time. I know it's not time to panic, but it's going to take time. But I hope that there's some urgency that everybody in the building sees now that, you know what I mean, that we have to work on this, and there has to be a sense of urgency. We can't go along this whole season and not light a fire under his ass. He needs to have a fire lit under his ass now because we have aspirations to win a championship. And we can't win it with those unimaginative, with those boring plays that he was running in the end zone. I mean, the quarterback draws that he was running, the 3 tight end screens, and I'm not going to say I hate them, but you know what I mean? After a while, all right, we saw him. I thought we were going to see more passes to the running backs out of the backfield. I'm seeing more tight end screens. Come on, we got to do better.
Yeah, we got
to go back to the lab.
The thing about it is we played a much superior defense than I've been telling you guys about. This defense, even though they don't have their 2 top corners, they're formidable against this offense. And they put us to shame. They put this offensive coordinator to shame about his shitty play calls, like his terrible play calling. Like, all right, your first tight end screen work, great, move off of it. You should be in the ear of Jalen Hurts telling him, if the rush comes from the outside, step up. Do not scramble to the right. Stop scrambling to the right. That's all you do every single down. And it is tiresome. I love you, Jalen Hurts. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say anything bad about how you play this game, because without you, we wouldn't even be in this game. Be honest with you. All right. The thing about it is, each week you have to get better. So from this game, everybody needs to step their game up. Everybody needs to look at this and say, you know what? I played piss poor. I played piss poor. Offensive coordinator need to reprimand himself and say, you know what? I only ran the ball for under 50 yards for my running backs. What the hell is that? If our offensive line is the best offensive line, which you said in the pregame, is the best offensive line in football, let them work. Stop putting them in a situation where they're on their heels and they have to, get bowled over. Play call.
All right. That was a learning experience. It was unfortunate because prior to that, the San Francisco 49ers lost to the Cleveland Browns and giving us an opportunity to take a full game lead over the San Francisco 49ers for that race for the number 1 seed in the NFC conference. And we didn't take advantage of it. And that's we talk about leaving a lot of meat on the bone. That was a golden opportunity to do such. And it hurts me that we wasn't able to do that. Along when you couple that with the effort that we gave or the performance that we had today, it hurts a little. It hurts even more than that. It hurts that we lost, and we lost in the fashion that we lost in. But then when you couple that with the fact that we had an opportunity to take the sole lead of the NFC conference, and we let it slip through our fingers, that hurts too. And then next week we have to face a very tough Miami Dolphins team. And unless we get some of these things cleaned up on offense, this can turn into another from a winning streak to a losing streak. I don't want to see that. So Nick, I'm trusting that you're going to take and take your man, Brian Johnson, and Jalen Hurts, and you guys are going to go into the lab, and you're going to get on the same page, and you're going to get some design some plays or come up with somebody that can call plays. You know what I mean? Like there's no egos here, right? We saw Nick Sirianni step down because he said he couldn't do it. I mean, I don't know exactly how he said it, but he realized that it wasn't successful, right? So he pivoted away from him calling plays to put in somebody's hand who can call plays a little bit better. I don't know if it's time to do that yet, but it's definitely time to look at it seriously. It is. It is time to look at it seriously.
Man, listen, you're offensive coordinator. Each play is supposed to be building for the next play. You ran a concept where Jalen almost had his 4th interception. When you threw that 3rd interception, you ran a curl concept. You're not doing anything creative. You're not having crossing routes. You're not having receivers zigzagging and running comebacks. You're not doing anything creative. It's very vanilla. It's very plain. All I gotta do is sit here and I can get an interception. Gladly, I sit right here. That's not going to work moving forward. We're about to go in a gauntlet, and we're playing high school football right now. We got to be consistent in your calls. If Nick Sirianni needs to take over the play calling, take over the damn play calling. I'm not going to sit here and harp over this loss because a loss is a loss, regardless of how you look at it. Sometimes losing helps you for the moving forward because now you know you're not invulnerable. You're not invincible, right? It gives you those steps. You say, no, we got to improve better. We can't have Hurts out here scrambling for his life every doggone down. We can't put him in these situations. We got to keep our offense guys moving. We can't throw the ball to A.J. Brown 99% of the time when you got other guys coming wide open. We got to be creative. Listen, on that drive home, everybody on that offense need to have that damn iPad looking at what they did wrong. And they need to be back at practice tomorrow.
Yeah, I would agree. Except for the physicality of the game, I know they can't. Their bodies can't do that. But but yeah, I understand. They need to be in the film room. They don't need a day off. They need to, you soak in the tub and let's go sit in this film room and check out how bad y'all look. Let's just go over that. Let's just go over how bad y'all look. All right, let me go to some comments out here because it is popping in the chat room. You guys are upset. All right, Mel says, with Dolphins, 2 NFC East games, then Chiefs and Bills, it may be panic time if the O keeps up this play. Yeah, this is, I'm not going to say panic, but it's definitely needs to be a sense of urgency. Not panic, but a definite sense of urgency because we have, this was supposed to be our light part of our season, and we've not played up to par. I mean, we've gotten wins, and that's the bottom line. But with the eye test, doesn't look that good. Doesn't look that good, and it didn't look good today, and it bit us in the ass. James says the only constant players on the O was Kelsey and Brown. Richard said it's going to be a track meet next week. Yeah, we got to do something. And our secondary is banged up. We had some people go down today. Like, what the hell are we going to do next week? How the hell are we going to stop Tyreek Hill and Waddle and that explosive offense without any secondary players? We got to figure that out too. Tag Williams said, I do not want to hear we have to be better in the press conferences. This is something we know. You're right, pal. Ted. I agree with you. Palatero says Jalen always scrambled to the right, got to stop. Yeah, that's what Pat just said.
Listen, if you go back and look at his film, if you literally go back and look at his film, the minute he has somebody that gets a little bit loose to the left of the offensive lineman, he scrambles immediately out to the right. That's where most of his sacks actually came from. Most of his sacks actually come from him causing his own situations. Oh, I'll lie to you now. I think I saw 6 scrambles to the right today, where those 6 scrambles, all you had to do is step up. Literally step up. That's it. Step up, literally. And that might be a thing about the size also. Like at his size, seeing over here your bigger offensive lineman, that might be something that it hinders you being at 6 feet 6'1". You got these 6'5" offensive linemen in front of you, so that may be a big issue. But the offensive coordinator got to be able. You got to roll. Listen, if this right tackle is basically a cost me all the harm. Rotate the pocket. Roll the pocket. Shoot, roll the pocket towards the pressure. You can't just say I don't care. It's the Jets. We're gonna beat them any good. No, man.
No.
Just like the Browns beat the 49ers, any team can get beat any given Sunday. We thought Miami was never gonna lose, right? They put up a 70 against Denver. We thought they were never going to lose. It
Yeah,
happens
yeah.
in between the lines. The offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, special teams. These guys have to reevaluate their whole situation and bring something better to the board on Monday. Have to.
And I didn't want to say this. I said I was going to wait to the post game, but as it was going down, this is the game in our preseason prediction. This is the game that I said we were going to lose. This was going to be the first game on the schedule that I predicted that we would lose. But of course, I did it when I thought Aaron Rodgers was playing, but he did. He's not playing, and we still lost the game. So I am right on point with our prediction for the year at 5-1. I had us at 5-1 with us losing this game as our first game. But we've got to get it together. I had us winning the Miami game. There's nothing that's etched in stone that's going to happen, especially the way we played today. But I think that
Sometimes
this team has enough reserve
I hate to say
to
that.
go back.
Sometimes you need those losses to say, you know what,
Yeah,
we can't play like this no more. We have to change our play style. And yes, I'm gonna be dead honest. There's two people that lost us this game. One is offensive coordinator Brian Johnson. The other one is Jalen Hurts. You're the quarterback. When you win, you get all the praise. When you lose, you take all the criticism. That is the role of a starting quarterback in NFL. You lost this game, and specifically you threw in 3 interceptions. 2 of them you actually threw. The third one to Goddard, it was a fluke. Be better. That's all we ask you to do. Be better.
yeah.
Listen,
Okay. Yeah.
It's only been one undefeated team to go from 0 to Super Bowl in our NFL history. Just because we lost this one don't mean you can't come back next week and be better.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think it's time to throw the baby out with the bathwater, but you do need to, like I said, there needs to be a sense of urgency and concentration on Brian Johnson and helping him to be better, to be the best that he can be. I know that's Nick Sirianni's mindset, growth mindset. I heard him say that in the interview, and I know exactly what he's talking about. I read the book, Mindset. He's talking about growth mindset. So he doesn't have a quit on his people type of attitude. He has a we can get better if we just put in more effort and more time. So hopefully you take Brian Johnson, and he's done that. He's done that with the special teams coach. You know, we wanted to fire the special teams coach last year, but the Nick said no. You know, I'm going to work with this guy, and he got him better. And our special teams, after so many months and this year, they actually are a higher ranked special teams unit because of that growth mindset. So hopefully he can turn it around. He can rally the troops, get this offensive coordinator, help him out, put some time and focus into what he can do better, because it does have to get better. This is not good enough. This offense has not, even though it's averaged 28 points, there has been games such as today where it hasn't looked like that. And I know there's ebbs and flows to the regular season. We all understand that there's ebbs and flows, and this is not the time to panic. It's not the time to panic. We have a big game coming up next week. And if we look at the totality of what Nick has done since he's been here, he has an overall dynamic record, especially in the last 24 or so games. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to let him go back to the drawing board. This team does believe in him. They do listen to him, and I'm going to give him an opportunity, and we'll see what happens next Monday. But this definitely should be a sense of urgency, not panic, but a sense of urgency, because that's the wake-up call we need. We need to wake up and not have that false sense of confidence that this is that we are all that, even when we don't play our best football. We need to continue to strive to get to the level of us playing our best football, because we're far from that. And because of that, we saw what can happen when you come up against a team that's more hungrier. And that's what they seemed like they were today, more hungrier today.
I'm done. I have nothing else to say. I'm done. I don't know
I
how
am.
much more I'm going with this, but I'm. It's nothing else I can say. We lost to the freaking stinking Jets. We never lose to the Jets. All right.
No, we don't.
There's a lot of things you can bank on. It's death, taxes, and the Eagles always whipping up on the Jets. Now we just lost one of those. So next thing you know, people gonna be living forever without no taxes. All right, that's gonna happen next. That's
all right. So Ed, we're going to leave out. We're going to leave out. Let me hit some more comment. Ed says, just hoping we get some good news on Lane and Blankenship. That's for real. Like, we all need to take a moment of silence and pray that we get some good news on Lane and Blankenship. Because we see what it is without them, especially without Lane. We know what it is without Lane for any extended period of time. So yeah, we definitely need to put our hands together and pray for that, because that could derail a lot of things, because even with him healthy, we were having trouble. Now imagine what's going to happen if he's not there. So yeah, let's all wish Lane and Reed Blankenship the best, and that their injuries are not anything that's going to keep them out of the game for an extended period of time. Jacinta, disappointed. I don't know why Hurts has seemed so delayed or slow. Our wide receivers are supposed to be so good, but they don't seem to get open, but they want the ball. I hear the frustration.
Play making things longer than it needs to be.
But more about, I don't think we are as upset at the loss, but more about how we lost. Yeah, basically. Yeah, that's what it is. You hate to like me. Next week, they have to be better. Yeah, they have to be better if they want to, because this is something that, in NFL, there's ebbs and flows, and this can easily turn from a good flow, 5 games in a row, to a bad flow, to 2 games in a row. And then who do we face after Miami? Who do we face after Miami? I think it's
Washington after that.
Washington after that. So yeah, we want to. Yeah, it is. It is Washington after that. So yeah, this could be ugly, all the way around if we don't correct this soon. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I'm saying there has to be a sense of urgency. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Don't panic, but definitely we have something to be concerned about, and need to be very concerned about it, or the wheels can come off the track real quick here. We got to get it back together, because this is not even our toughest stretch of the year, right? So we can't allow this little stretch to turn into our toughest stretch going into our toughest stretch. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't let this stretch turn into a bad stretch as we go into our toughest stretch. So this is why there has to be a sense of urgency with next week's game. But I'm your man. I'm with you. I'm about to go. And all right, we're going to check this game out, and we're going to come back and regurgitate what we have seen after looking at this game again on Thursday upon further review. Right here, Eagles Talk upon further review on Thursday night, 7:00. I'm your man, The Dark Knight, with my co-host, with the co-most Pat and Michelle in her absence. We will see you guys on Thursday, man. Try to have a great week on purpose. I'll see you. We're out. Peace.
We go live in 5,